Hey guys, it's Erik Swanson. Appreciate you being here. I want to congratulate you, by the way, and thank you very much for taking advantage of the Time Habitude book and program. And I wanted to just kind of go over a few items, a few ideas, thought patterns in regard to managing your time more efficiently. And I mean, let's face it. Let's really just face the fact that time management tends to be a huge issue, huge problem for people in business and in sales and in entrepreneurship and in personal life as well, right? I mean, let's face it, like time management, they say actually the number 2 reason why people fail in business and sales and life is poor time management. And I want to dovetail, I want to go into this, I want to dive deep into a few items that's actually taken from my book. There it is, right there. Boom, time management. And I got another copy right here. So it's Time Habitude Warrior, and it's all about managing your time and your habits and your attitude on a consistent level. So the first thing I want to talk about real quick is having a to-do list, but also having a not to-do list. So it's really important in my estimation to not only have it, and by the way, that's how I designed this book. You got to check this out. So when you get a copy of this book, because you've already ordered it, I'm so excited for you guys. So what you're going to find is I've designed this book actually for 15 chapters read this way of a to-do list of what to do when building managing your time management parameters. And then if you flip it around this way, it reads 15 chapters the other way of a not to-do list. So let me explain what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is a to-do list is kind of like having a goal or a set of goals on a daily basis, right? Or a weekly basis. And you're going to check mark those off. Oh, that's another thing you need to do. Please understand, do not take a marker or a pen and X through things. What you want to do is you want to actually check mark it, because that mentally helps you determine that that's a really great positive thing that you just did. So definitely check mark your to-do list. Now, here's the scoop. Have those to-do lists of prioritized items, such as like a list of things that you have to do that day or that week to accomplish that week. B list, or the second list, would be prioritized of things that should get done today but could be put off to the next week. A C list would be things that can definitely wait. D list is, of course, delegated to somebody else. And an E list is eliminated altogether. Now, if you eliminated a lot of things, and that's what the to-do list, or excuse me, the not to-do list is all about. If you can actually take a blank piece of paper or a notebook and write down maybe, let's say, 10 things that you do on a weekly basis that if you got rid of altogether, you'd be more successful. What are those? You know, for me, there's a lot of different things, you know, even on a personal level. Let's say you want to get in better shape. Well, maybe it's cutting out some of those carbs. Maybe it's reducing the sugar, you know, maybe it's reducing the time that you do it in. So you cut it out. So a not to-do list for me would be not eating after a certain time period of the day, right? So like after 8:30, you don't eat anymore, right? And then the next morning, you feel much more energized. It's pretty cool. So you can do this in all areas of your life in regard to not to-do list. Other things are like getting rid of the cable, right, or the TV. I actually love TV, but I watch YouTube and I watch TED Talks on there, which is fantastic to feed your mind, right? So that's what I do. So incorporate the not to-do list technique and you'll be much more successful, all right? Second thing I want to talk about today is what's called time wasters. Now, we've all met time wasters before. Have you not? Have you met these people? I'll give you the 4 categories of time wasters. Here they are. There are people who have no need, no money, no urgency, and no authority. Those are the 4 majors. I'll repeat them. No need, no money, no urgency, no authority. How many of y'all are meeting some people like this? Like, are you meeting all, people with all those 4 categories put together? It's amazing. Like, no need. Some of you constantly or continually follow people that are never going to work with you in your business, but you and your ego gets in the way. It's amazing how many people do that. What about no urgency? right? Some people tell us, well, yeah, well, I'm a buyer. I'm going to work with you in 2030 or 2050, right? They keep on pushing it off. So don't be that type of person. What about, let's see, authority. Authority is a fun one. I always love telling this story because this really happened to me. I went into a presentation one time. I was giving this great presentation to a couple in front of me, husband-wife team. And here I was, I suited up, I went there, I was going to talk to them, give them this great presentation, and I did all of the talking, okay, all of the talking. I didn't let them speak once. Now, guess what happened? About 10 minutes goes by, and I'm doing all the talking, and finally I stopped and I said, are you with me? Does this make sense? And the woman said something like this. Let me see if I can get it perfectly the way she said it. She said, sí, pero no, yo no puedo hablar inglés. Oh my gosh, oh no. And I looked at the guy, I'm like, come on man, save me. He's like, no sé. Buena suerte. So I was like, oh no, I wasn't even speaking the same language. I was wasting their time. I wasted my time and their time and possibly somebody else's time I could have been in front of, right? Think about it. 24 hours in a day, everyone's got the same thing. If you're spending certain times with certain people, then you're not spending time with other people as well. So prioritize the time management in regard to spending time with certain people. Third thing, touch it once. I'm going to talk about this really quickly. Check this out. Touch it once. When something comes on your plate, let's say, I don't know, a piece of paper here. Here we go. Let's say an email comes through or a piece of paper with something to do. Touch it once. You know, if you have a letter, here we go. I've got a letter right here. If you have a letter that comes through, touch it once. Take care of it right away and get rid of it, right? It's a very, very good concept. Millionaires, we always use these. Use that concept. You'll love it. Fourth thing is learn to say no. It's great. The word no, okay? Now, I mean in a nice way, but learn to say no to certain things, certain opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities out there, but you can't grab them all. Because I'll tell you this. The things that I say no to, and this is all in the book. I elaborate completely in this book. Get this book. This book rocks, okay? Actually, you've already ordered it, so that's great. If you haven't ordered it yet, go to best-selling author erikswanson.com and order yours off of Amazon right now. It's a international number one best-selling book. Okay, so touch it once was number 3. Number 4 is learn to say no. Some of my biggest payoffs, my biggest incomes is derived by me saying no to certain people so that I can open up the doors for other opportunities. It's a fantastic way to live, all right? Fifth and final thing I want to share with you real quick is what I call the elephant list. The elephant list is so cool. I developed this years ago, and that's how I literally have about 33 speakers that are great friends of mine that share stages with me all the time. So here's what I did. I take a blank piece of paper and I write down 5 names of people that I want to start surrounding myself with on a consistent level over the next 6 months. So I pick 6 months worth of these 5 people that I want to start surrounding myself with. So every 6 months I'll change the list to another 5 people. So it's awesome. And the universe just starts opening this up for you. Now here's the time management parameter of that. On the flip side of that page, you put 5 names of people you should stop surrounding yourself with as much. I know, it's tough, right? I realize that. All of us want to be pro bono work, and help people and identify their needs and understand them and be a great listener. I get it. I'm there. But at some point, you need to really take a look at your time parameters, and are you allowing other people to rent space in your mind? And you're not even charging them rent for it, right? So make sure you have that elephant list. The elephant list is on the front, which is the people you want to surround yourself with. Could be famous people, could be people who are really influential in your industry or that you look up to, mentors in the future, right? And the flip side is put down people that you should stop surrounding yourself with because it's time suckers, they're time consumers. And now don't call them and say, hey, you made my list, okay? Don't do that. But there are 5 quick things. It's called Time Habitude Warrior. There's a picture of it. That's the front, that's the back, boom. And I'm excited for you guys to have it. I appreciate your time, and I get it. I appreciate your time. And high five. We'll see you guys in the next, whatever the next thing is. We'll see you at one of the events, and we're really excited about connecting with you. Thanks so much, Erik Swanson. Have a great day.